Hey Randy, this is Dustin again. This is my activity 7.5, changing an RODC to a standard DC. I sent you a video without any sound, and this is currently recording right now on what I did with all the movements in the cursor and everything like that. But unfortunately, I didn't get any sound. So you need 411 server 1 and 411 server 2 for this activity. Start 411 server 1, 411 server 2, log on as administrator if necessary. And when you get to the PowerShell prompt, the first command is to uninstall the DNS because it's also read-only. It's not moving. Okay, there we go. And we're finally moving to where I needed to on the first part. Okay, so we're going to get into administration. This is server 2 I'm getting into right here. And then here's 411 server 1 inside the activity directory users and computers. Back in 411 server 2. We need to go to our PowerShell command prompt, and this is where I typed up the first command, which is remove Windows features DNS restart. And I believe when I did this video I typed an error on the first command and had to redo it. Yeah, there, restart, remove Windows feature DNS restart, and press enter. It collects all the data, and after this gets done, it's going to remove the DNS and then the server will restart. Funny story to let you know, Randy, I was trying to redo this video and I really wish I would have just thought about doing it this way. Because I told you on an email I had to go out and seek help from Scott, and we got it configured correctly. And unfortunately I couldn't get my server to get read by the 411 dom.local server group. It wasn't reading it. And I got it to configure where it was reading as a work group, so I got that figured out, but I just couldn't get it to read 411 dom.local like I got it figured out yesterday before I did this video. And as I've already told you, this is me doing my video with sound now. Okay, so it's restarting. And when it gets there, we're going to log back in as administrator. And then we're going to type the next command. Back down to PowerShell. And this command is uninstall adds domain controller, and then I'm going to press enter. Use your password, password 01. Confirm local administrator password, password 01. And then it says it's going to restart after you continue with this uninstallation of the activity. There you go. It's taking out the ADDS domain controller, uninstalling it. Okay, close. And then it should restart here any second. There we go. And then I'm going to log back on as administrator on 411 server 2 again. And when you installed Activity Directory and DNS, the DNS server address and the IP address configuration was set to 127.0.0.1 because this server was a DNS server. You basically need to set it back to the address of 411 server 1. Set the preferred DNS server address on the network interface of 10.11.1.1. For my server 1, it's going to be 10.1.1.1.2. And in just a second here, I should be getting into my server. Okay, there I go. It's kind of weird watching myself be confused on a video. I feel like a narrator. Okay, so go to the network connections in 411 server 2. Go into your Ethernet, properties, go down to IPv4 settings. 10.11.1.3, and that is right. For my server 2 it's 3. Oh, actually no, it's 2. That was probably one of the problems I was having earlier when I was trying to redo this, now that I look at it. Yep. Well, Randy, I'm learning. I did find out what my problem was tonight. I needed to switch my server 2 to the IP address 1.2. On server 3 it was 1.3. Darn it. I should have known that. Okay, so after I configured this correctly, hit OK. Go to TPC6, IPv6. Use the following IPv6 address. Or actually, we're just going to obtain the IPv6 address automatically. And then obtain DNS server automatically. And hit OK. Alright. When you're done with that, to remove 411 server 2 from the domain, right-click Start. Right-click Start. Go to Change Settings. Go to Change. Make sure it's a work group. Type work group. Click OK. In the computer name domain changes messages box, and then click OK. When you're prompted to restart the system, click OK again. Close, and then restart it. And as we're restarting this, we can venture over to 411 server 1, open up the Activity Directory users and computers, and click the domain control. Verify that 411 server 2 computer account has been removed. If it's still there, delete it, which I'm going to do here in a second. Get that out of there. log back on the 411 server 2 as administrator after this. Oh yeah. I got all confused on this part for a second. Paused my video. I went back into it. Then honestly, I tried to delete it again. It wouldn't let me. Freaked out for a second. Then I hit refresh and it disappeared. There it went. I was actually looking at my buddy at the computer lab like, what's going on when I was trying to get that. Alright, so as soon as I'm ready to figure out my next step here, we're going to go back into PowerShell on 411 server 2. Log in, password 01. Alright, open up the PowerShell prompt key when it's ready. Okay. So the command we're putting in here now is install ADDS domain controller, domain name, 411 dom1 dot local in parentheses, credential, get credential, and then press enter. Actually looks very familiar to what I've been working on prior to commentating this video. And I can see where I'm already screwing up. I actually did have an error on this. And right there is my error if I don't catch it. It's 411 dom1.local is what I need to do here. And actually I do remember me getting an error on this, and I ended my recording and I didn't fix it. Should be getting an error. Well, it won't give me an error until I get through this, but everything would have gone smooth on this video. But I remember after I typed in administrator and password 01, I did get an error, and it's basically because of right here. Instead of doing 401 server 1, I was supposed to put 411 dom 1, and that would have installed my domain controller for 411 dom1.local. So the rest of the settings are the defaults of the new DCs, which include installing DNS and configuring the paths to the C:/Windows. The site is chosen based on the server's IP address, or if no subnets are defined, the default site is used. When you're prompted for the safe mode administrator password, type password 01. I did that. Type password 01 again. Press enter to confirm. And this is where I thought I was going to end this video and just be like, yay, I did it right, correct. And I saw that error, got frustrated, and jumped off. But just to let you know, I do know why I messed it up. This needs to be DOM1, not server 1. I think maybe I tried it again. I just said, nope, that's good. Alright, well, thanks for checking out this video. I really wish it was more professional for you, but I just wanted to at least get it done for you.